Live from the College of Journalism and Mass Communications on the University of Nebraska campus, you're watching Star City News live at 5.
Good evening, I'm Dominique Kelly.
And I'm Matt Haron. You're watching Star City News on Channel 21.
For tonight's top story, downtown construction has some local businesses worried.
Star City's Jeff Packer is live on 14th Street with more. Rick Santorum is getting a lot of publicity over his heated exchange with New York Times reporter and UNL alum Jeff Zeleny. The exchange happened recently when Santorum was in Wisconsin campaigning. Here is Santorum's quote and his response to Zeleny's question.
Why would we put someone up who is uniquely, pick any other Republican in the country? He is the worst Republican in the country to put up against Barack Obama. Why would Wisconsin want to vote for someone like that?
You said that Mitt Romney is the worst Republican in the country. Is that true?
What speech did you listen to?
Right here. Just right here. You said he's the worst Republican.
Stop lying. I said he was the worst Republican to run on the issue of Obamacare, and that's what I was talking about. Quit distorting our words. If I see it, it's bull. Come on, man. What are you doing?
Who's distorting your words?
You just did, by asking me that question.
You sound upset about something.
I am upset when the media distorts what I say. Yeah, I am.
I spoke with Zeleny just a couple of hours ago and asked him some questions on this controversial moment.
Do you feel that you took Santorum's comment on Romney out of context?
No, I don't think I took the comment out of context at all. Senator Santorum said that was really making the argument to Wisconsin voters that that he says that Mitt Romney would be the worst Republican in the country to run against President Obama. So I was just hoping that he would elaborate on that a little bit.
What was it like when he shot back at you right away? What were you thinking, and what did it feel like?
I was kind of intrigued by his response because I think it was pretty revealing. He's at a very pressure-filled moment of his campaign. He is trying to compete against some long odds with Mitt Romney. So I thought his answer to the question was pretty revealing.
What? Hi, I'm Matt Haron, and this is your Star City Sports. Outdoor hockey is coming to Omaha. A press conference was held today to announce that 2 games will be played at TD Ameritrade Park next February. The first game will pit USHL rivals the Omaha Lancers and Lincoln Stars. The second game will match up college teams UNO and North Dakota. That game will be televised. A temporary rink will be built inside the 24,000-seat stadium. The Omaha-Lincoln matchup has the potential to set the single-game attendance record for the USHL. The 13th-ranked Husker women have suffered another setback. The team lost their second straight conference game to an unranked opponent last night in Minnesota. Jordan Hooper led the team towards a comeback, but the Huskers fell just short. Hooper scored 16 of her 20 points in the second half. Nebraska came back from a 16-point second-half deficit to tie the game with just over 3 minutes. The Huskers then lost the game 64-58. The team falls to 8-4 in Big Ten play and are now 19-5 overall. As we all know, the men's head coach Coach Doc Sadler is on the hot seat. The Huskers have lost their last 4 games by an average margin of 12.5 points, including a humiliating losses against Michigan and Penn State. Doc's contract runs through the 2016 season, and he is currently making $900,000 a year. If the university were to cut ties with the coach, they are required to pay him just under $70,000 per month through June of 2016. It's finally here. The Darren Erstad era will officially begin Friday as the Huskers open the 2012 season in Arizona. The team will face Gonzaga in a 3-game series through this weekend. There's a lot of optimism surrounding the program with Erstad as the head coach. Erstad is a former Nebraska baseball and football player who many say knows the Nebraska way. The Huskers lineup will be young this year as they only have 4 seniors on their opening day roster. The Huskers will have 31 home games at Hawks Field, including a 4-game homestand against the 2011 College World Series qualifier, California. The team's home opener will be March 6th versus Kansas.
At guard, at 6'3" from Harvard, number 17, Jeremy Lin.
Has announced its contestants for next season. Host Brooke Burke and Tom Bergeron went on Good Morning America this morning to announce its new cast. Headlining the list are Packers wide receiver Donald Driver, R&B singer Gladys Knight, and singer and songwriter Gavin DeGraw, and actor Jaleel White, or who is better known as Steve Urkel. The show starts March 19th with the first pair of dancers being eliminated on the 27th. And it's down to the final two. Bachelor Ben and his three final suitors headed to Switzerland in last night's episode, where Ben was surprised by former contestant Casey B. She showed up at Ben's door to get closure from her elimination in last week's episode. Casey also warned him about the much publicly disliked contestant Courtney. But when it was all said and done, Ben gave roses to Courtney and Lindsay, eliminating Nikki. Next week, the women tell all with the finale on March 5th. The Voice coaches now have their teams complete. Last night's show was the last of the blind audition process. All four judges added at least 2 talents to complete their 12-person teams. Whitney Meyer started the show off in a big way, turning around every judge. She eventually chose to be on Adam Levine's team. Season 2 continues next Monday as Levine, Blake Shelton, and CeeLo Green and Christina Aguilera coach their new members. The teams will now compete in the battle rounds, which 2 contestants from the same team compete one-on-one. And now for your top 5 moments from Sunday's Oscars. Number 5. Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis' award presentation. The two put on a comedy routine when presenting Best Original Song. The 2 white tuxedo-clad gentlemen woke up the award show banging their cymbals. Zach had trouble introducing himself before the pair opened the envelope. Number 4. Did J-Lo pull a Janet Jackson and have a wardrobe malfunction? Some say she did, some say she didn't. But what we do know is that her low-cut dress showed quite a bit. The controversial moment happened when Lopez was on stage presenting an award with Cameron Diaz. Number 3 happened before the show even started. Ryan Seacrest was interviewing celebrities on the red carpet when Sacha Baron Cohen pulled up. He was dressed as General Aladdin from his upcoming movie The Dictator. Part of the way through the interview, Cohen spilled his urn of ashes all over Seacrest's tuxedo. Seacrest claims he did not know ahead of time about the prank, but says he was getting suspicious because the interview was going, quote, too normally. Coming in at number 2 in Omaha native, wins his 2nd Academy Award, Alexander Payne did not take the night's top honors, but took home the award for Best Adapted Screenplay. The movie The Descendant is Payne's 5th feature film. He also won an Oscar in 2005 for the movie Sideways in the same category. And at number 1, it's the leg everyone's talking about. The better half of Brangelina made quite the appearance Sunday night. Jolie showed off her right leg multiple times while on the red carpet and on stage. Many, including celebrities, have now taken the Angelina pose. And just like LeBron's elbow, Angelina's leg has its own Twitter account. That's what's going on in entertainment. For Star City News, I'm Matt Haron. Back to you guys.
So how about that weather today? I mean, 70 degrees in March.
I know, we actually had a tough time keeping Ben inside today to get his work done.
Well, now that we do have him inside, Ben, what's going on with the weather?
Well, I think the Star City News team can definitely attest to the fact that I did put up a good fight in trying to get me inside. I was tempted to cut class and grab the golf clubs today, but I didn't. So yes, it was a beautiful day in the capital city today. We'll take a look at tower cam here shortly. You'll start to see some of the clouds start to form right now, keeping those.
Welcome back. An Omaha woman has been sentenced to 3 years probation after her 2-month-old son almost died of malnutrition. Mother 23-year-old Shanta Wood told police that she had been feeding her child, but that the baby just threw up often. KMTV reports that the baby weighed just under 4.5 pounds in January, although the boy weighed over 6 pounds when he was born. The boy has since been taken to foster care where he has gained back that much-needed weight. A former UNL athletics groundskeeper reported his Husker memorabilia was stolen from his home. Bill Shepard told investigators that when he got home Monday, 17 rings and 14 bowl game watches were missing. Shepard was an employee for the athletic department for more than 40 years. 5 guns were also listed as missing, and police estimate the total value of the stolen items at over $13,000.
You know, we don't know if the suspects knew that he had the rings or knew that he would be gone during that period of time. But we are contacting local pawn shops and, of course, making others aware that these are out.